Yo, I look like the most ginger I've ever looked in my entire life, actually. So, I'm a TikToker, right? I'm not like super proud of that, but these are mad times. And it's a job or whatever. As you can see, I clearly make videos about space, right? And what comes with that a lot of times is like really kind of crazy people who don't think that space is real, who are like overly religious, who like whatever it is, they hate on me. I'm just sitting here trying to spread, the good news of space, trying to show the average man, the average human, the glories of the cosmos or some dumb shit like that. So what I'm trying to do now, Google's Facebook. What I'm trying to do now is grow on Facebook, right? This is my Facebook page. I just made this a few months ago. It's almost got 4,000 followers. It's not that bad, right? But obviously, the comments that I get on Facebook are like gold because I get some funny comments on TikTok. Like, don't get me wrong, right? There's some great ones on here, really funny dumb things that people say. Facebook is obviously the gold mine. That's where all the best ones come from. Bro, I just looked at the playback of what I have filmed so far. Why am I doing this? That like, do I always do that? This is like such like a casual recording. That like I'm realizing how much I fidget with my hands. But like, what am I like up to something? Why am I doing that? I need to stop doing that. Anyways, yes, this is my Facebook. I posted, there's one video specifically that is really, really so funny to me. Is this one right here. Obviously, see, look, I just did it again. What? Is that something I do? I'm so embarrassed by that. So, obviously, this video, the tagline of it is I feel bad for flat earthers, right? And I do, honestly. I think it's really sad. I think most of the time when somebody believes that the earth is flat or that the moon landing's fake, like these things are kind of like they're kind of like STDs, like they kind of like run together. Like if you get one, you might get the other. Moon landing, flat earth, they're usually like a buy one get one free kind of thing. There I go with the hand again. But that being said, I have 820 phenomenal comments on here. I'm obviously not going to go through them all. I need to stop touching my chin. Sorry, but the moon landing was made in Hollywood. Classic. I've seen this before. Flat Earth theory isn't about literally being flat. It's a theory about, basically people are lying about what the shape of the Earth is. That's cool. Honestly, that doesn't make any more sense. Like I have a good argument for that. That's something really funny that some
One
people
of the most
commented on here.
embarrassing opinions you can have.
I don't want to watch the video. I just want to look at the comments, bro. Look at this. So how do you have any more proof that the Earth is flat than the Earth looks like this? That's what I want to know. Or that let me scroll past the offensive stuff. That it's a pear. Or can I scroll from here? No. Or it's Squidward. Earth Squidward. That's so cringe. Anyways, dumb argument, bro. Like, why would anybody lie about what shape the Earth is? Also, there's just like I could ramble about this forever. There's just so many ways you can prove literally yourself in your backyard that the Earth is like not flat. Buzz Aldrin straight up punched a guy in the face for saying the moon landing was faked. This is one of my favorite videos ever. Look at this.
Why don't you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon?
Why don't you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon?
Why don't you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon?
I'm not trying to.
I have a Bible. I bet you won't swear on it. Nobody's ever lied swearing on the Bible. Jesus.
You tell him to get out of here.
This is a hotel.
We'll call
Right,
the police.
we pay.
Come on in here, we'll call the police.
Solicit
You like
Why
that?
don't you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon?
And the dude, you'll see like the dude throughout this video, he's being like, "Oh, we have the top penthouse. Like we paid all this money. Like, oh, you just like if you have money, you get whatever you want." Entitlement.
It doesn't, sir. I don't have nothing to do with this. But
Okay.
you cannot solicit on this property.
We just paid
now.
to rent out the penthouse to shoot up there. So
You can't solicit like this on this property.
keep shooting.
All right. Well, then I'd go through my measures.
You got to keep shooting, man. Okay. Well, you can put it on your shoulder.
I'm
Don't
so
be shy.
excited.
Come with me, Buzz.
Buzz got to be in his what 70s,
You're the
80s
one
by
who
now.
said you walked on the moon when you didn't. Calling the kettle black, if I ever thought of it. Saying
Will
I
you
misrepresented
get
myself.
away from me?
You're a coward and a liar and a thief.
Oh, oh, damn. God, okay. Straight buns. Pause. Did not mean to do. Jesus, it gets even worse. Look at him. He said, "Oh my God, he punched me. He punched me." Bro, can you imagine? Literally, like the strenuous amount of training you have to do. Like your friends in Apollo 1 get wiped out by a fire. Like all these like years and years you put into, your degrees and your training, and then you actually go to the moon, like one of the most crowning achievements humanity's ever had, and you're literally the second person to ever step foot on it. Come all the way home, survive that. It's for somebody to be like, swear on the Bible that you actually went. Actually, you didn't go. You didn't go. I don't believe that you went because I'm really bad at science, so you didn't go. Astronauts have said they didn't go. This is a common myth. This literally never happened. Like, I will give somebody $1 million if they can find real video, not taken out of context, not like something that's edited of an astronaut saying they would never went to the moon. An astronaut would never do that because it's literally just not true. And that would just, I mean, that would make no sense. And I see this Van Allen belt thing all the time. Literally, like what is his name? His first name. Van Allen has literally said. Van Allen himself, the guy that the belt is named after, literally said that they would have no issue getting through it, and they were barely even there because I mean they were going ridiculously fast. Yeah, 25,000 kilometers an hour. So they were like in the Van Allen belt, the dangerous radiation part for I mean probably a few minutes. Or definitely not long enough to get like terminal cancer. So why can't we go back? This is always such a stupid argument. Like literally, I just made a video today. I mean, people are going to be flying around the moon in less than a year. And then it's supposed to be summer of 2027. We're supposed to be literally on the moon again. It was like we stopped going essentially because there wasn't like any more reason to go anymore. Like if you think about it, like it's not like people live on the moon. Like all we were doing was picking up samples, bringing them home, proving that we could walk around. We had done basically everything we needed to do. And now we're at the point where we could build like a realistic, like steady, stable base. And so then, you know, to set up our testing for when we go to Mars, like we have actually like have a reason to go to the moon again. And we didn't have that for the longest time because now, or because essentially by the time Apollo 17 was done, there was nothing that we could do that a spacecraft that didn't have to risk a human life couldn't do by itself. So the world is flat with a dome. It's flat. Katy Perry became an astronaut in a week. Katy Perry is not an astronaut. Like Katy Perry is just not an astronaut. I'm sorry. She went to space. But Amanda Nguyen was on that flight, and she's an astronaut. One of the coolest people to like ever live, by the way. Like just such an inspirational, like awesome person. Follows me on TikTok. One of my crowning achievements, honestly. She's so cool. The Earth is not a perfect circle. Yeah, it's an oblate spheroid, okay. Still a sphere. Even if it's not a perfect one, it's kind of thick around the middle. Which ain't bad, bro. You don't complain about it being thick around the middle? Come on, bro. Did you take the pics or go there? This is always such a dumb argument to me because it's like, do you think that like China exists? Like, you ever been there? Like, have you been to every single country on Earth? So it's like, oh, you don't know if it's real, bro. Have you ever been to the sun? Is the sun real? Such a stupid argument. Oh, shocker! By the way, the whole world wasn't built for you. The whole universe isn't for you, bro. If it doesn't make sense to me, it's not real. It's so stupid. So this is one I posted earlier today, trying to hype people up about how we're going back to the moon. And see, this is what I'm saying. Nobody has gone to begin with, bro. Like, this is so sad. It's so sad, Luis Morales. I'm sorry that you made a C in science, bro. Like, I'm so sorry. That science was really hard for you. It's so embarrassing. Oh, so everything is just a reply to this first comment? You believe that we went to the moon in the 1960s and destroyed the tech to get to the moon. Literally, they all have, every single one of these dudes has the same, like, 3 talking points that are all just not true. We destroyed the tech to get to the moon. We weren't using it anymore. What are we supposed to do with it? We didn't destroy the plans, bro. It's like if you have an old car that stops working and nobody's making the parts for it anymore. What else are you going to do with it? Come on, use your brain, bro. It's like I said, it's an argument from incredulity. Like, all these people, like, they just cannot understand a basic science about getting to the moon or the Earth being a sphere or whatever it is. And so they think of 3 talking points. I've heard all these. I've heard all the astronauts lied about it. Didn't happen. Destroyed all the technology. We don't know how to go back. Not true. I mean, like, yeah, they got rid of the old stuff because it's probably taking up space. I mean, like, literally all the same things. Van Allen belts. I've literally heard it all before, and it's all crap, dude. It's all, like, so sad and pathetic. Oh, something else that was dumb that I wanted to complain about to the 4 people that watched this video was, so on this moon landing video, I do this all the time without thinking about it. We might be going back to the moon. So I said, Let me find a section in the video. Let me see if you can find the joke.
Absolute Glover, astronaut since 2013, 167 days in space, 3 master's degrees.
Did you hear it? Can you guess what all the children in the comments commented? 67, 167, 100 and how many days in space? 167. Bro, this is how I know this generation, like this Gen Alpha generation, is just not gonna have an original thought, dude. Like, as a Gen Z already, like I'm older Gen Z, like we already barely have original thoughts, dude. I mean, you think about it, like all these kids, like they listen to the same music that older people do. They dress like it's the 2000s. They like have like all these like I understand like if something's funny or whatever, but there's literally more people talking about 6'7", like in 6'7", than like the actual. But like nobody cares if we're going to the moon again, bro. What happened to this country, bro? It used to be such a big deal that we were going to the moon, bro. This is the only time you'll ever hear me say, "Oh, it used to be so great." Look, this dude, his profile name is 667, bro. That's like it was funny for like 2 minutes, bro. Like, how is that more? Like, it's just, oh, it's just brain rot. Like, it's just proof to me that like it's literally like it gets to a point where it is almost like brain damage, bro. It's sad. 6'7". Like, are you like? Could you say 6'7" and then say, "Oh yeah, I'm excited for the moon landing," but also 6'7"? Like, come on, bro. Give me some kind of faith that we're gonna be okay. Dude, the robots are gonna kick our ass in the next few years. I give us like 5 years, and the robots are taking us out. Oh, there was something really funny on one of these other ones. Maybe it was this one. On Facebook, I get a golden comment on just about every video. Yeah, see, like people get mad at me all the time. I could find so many comments where people are like, "You talk too fast. You're too quick." And I used to kind of be an asshole about it and be like, "Well, keep up, buddy." But honestly, I don't even notice. I think I talk a little bit faster like when I'm drinking caffeine, which is like all the time. But I mean, I'm sorry, bro. If you can't keep up, you can't keep up. But yeah, like that's what they're saying, like the side effects of a herpes commercial, because they're like, oh, because he's talking so fast. I've heard that so many times because they're bullshit. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Because it's not real. Because he's lying. It's literally just a video about like cool pictures of the planets. See, I got fact checked. I'm okay with that. That's fine. You can always do that. At the end of the day, hey, look at the bio, bro. What does that say? Amateur astronomy. That's been there for years, buddy. Always do your own research. If you like, you can take 99% of what I'd say for granted because I do a lot of deep research before I film. But if you take something straight from what I said and put it in a college paper, bro, like that is not my fault. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it is, at the end of the day, it is still a TikTok. And honestly, there are people, a lot of people who I know, like, who are mutuals with that, like, or like astrophysicists or like a lot that I aren't. And like, I see them, like, they have these degrees and stuff like that. And they mess up too. Neil deGrasse Tyson on Star Talk, I've heard him literally say things that I'm like, oh no, I remember, like, that's not true. Like, at the end of the day, we're all just people, bro. We all make mistakes. So I said, what did I say? I said that the hot spots move across the surface, but really it's the surface moves across the hot spots. And that's okay. Not everybody's perfect. This is what I'm talking about, bro. I get one. Who is this guy? Who's this man? Why is he on the meme? Bro, it's so funny. Like, why? Like, they're bitter because I think that like people like that are bitter. All BS. You're such a tool. That's the one. This literally, it's so funny to me. You're such a tool. Amphetamines, bro. I don't take amphetamines. I take caffetamines, bro. No amphetamines in my blood. But that's so funny. You're such a tool. Like, literally, if you watch this video, like, I'll play like 5 seconds of it. It is like the most like peaceful, like nice fucking video where I just say like cool things about the planets. Watch again.
1965, it was widely believed that Mercury was tidally locked, meaning one side always faced the sun. And these two dudes figured out that it spins 3 times for every 2 orbits of the sun, which I feel like I could 1v1 any microbe right now, but I've never built a mountain.
Yeah,
Figured
like,
to resemble Jupiter, but Jupiter was waiting for its life in a
literally just space facts, and I'm a tool. It's such like a boomer insult. Yeah, I was with you until you said the full amount of all asteroids is 5% of the moon. It's just true. It's just true. Asteroids, like, there's a lot of asteroids, but like altogether they don't have that much mass. That is a real fact. A light year apart. No, they're not a light year apart. That'd be crazy. Let's be for real. That was about asteroids, by the way. We got 181 comments. Oh, this was a good one because this one I was saying that like we really shouldn't mess up the Earth because it took a lot for the Earth to be habitable, and it was a lot of lucky chance for us. Which I mean, I guess not really. It was just like that it happened, and then we evolved from it. But see, it's like I knew I'd get these kind of comments. The universe was created. Like we can get into that whole debate, but I mean, if you plan a creator at the beginning of the Big Bang, like it just raises more questions than answers. Obviously, if you have your beliefs, that's okay. But as from a scientific standpoint, you just cannot argue that. There's just no basis for it. How is the moon just a floating rock in our sky? Dude, this is the dumbest debate ever. People always say this. God is real because, or God created the earth because the moon can perfectly eclipse the sun. First of all, it doesn't perfectly eclipse it. It's like a pretty good eclipse, right? Second of all, it could be so much crazier than that. Like, why isn't the moon habitable? Why isn't Venus habitable? Why isn't Mars habitable? Like, why don't the stars spell out things on different days of the week? Like, I mean, why don't we get like a different sun depending on what color we want things to be that day? Like, there's just such a dumb argument. Like, yeah, we got lucky. We got a cool thing, dude. We got a moon. We should be grateful for it. It's not proof that it's literally like it had to be created. There was a time before the moon. Yeah, there was a time before the moon. There's a time before Earth, too. Earth and the moon are both, they're only a third of the age of the universe. That's facts. That's true. Look it up. Not fake news. This all just so happened to the Earth. I knew they were going to cook with this. Do you still believe in aliens? Why wouldn't I believe in aliens? Oh, he's kind of he's doing a Fermi paradox thing. But I mean, we literally basically just found life on Mars. So, I mean, it has to be confirmed, but looking pretty damning that there might be life on Mars. So, if there's life on Mars and Mars is only habitable for like a quarter of the time that the Earth has been, like, I don't know. I think we could figure it out. Earth is just a little it's so crazy that nothing else has really taken out Earth at this point. Because there was other planets in our solar system that got flung out of the solar system, flung into the sun. Like a real big asteroid doesn't hit us in like 66 million years. If that one species was too smart, they wouldn't be destroying the Earth. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so I said basically in the video that like we have everything perfectly set up for us, but then one species of primate got a little bit too smart and is destroying it all. It's almost like we're too smart to the fact that we're dumb. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, obviously we could be like way smarter, but we're smart enough to destroy the Earth. And I don't think any other species could do that consciously. But humans are consciously destroying the Earth. There are literally billionaires, corporations who know that they're destroying the Earth and they're still doing it. And there's no other species. Like if you think about an invasive species, they're not consciously trying to mess up the Earth or the climate. I have a hard time believing the asteroids brought all the water. It didn't. I don't think the asteroids brought all the water. I think that's an older model. I think the asteroids brought some of the water to the Earth, but it probably had some of its own. Here.
My least favorite things about space. Part 16. We don't know.
Shut up, tool. That's so funny. So this video is obviously about infinite universes. I love that you don't have to pay the rent. There are infinite homeless versions of you that didn't. The universe is spherical, just like everything else. What is the universe expanding into? I don't think that's not part of the model. Like it's expanding. It's like a balloon that's expanding. You draw all the dots on the balloon, and then you inflate the balloon and it expands. The universe is the balloon. Doesn't have to expand into the air. It is the balloon. But I have heard theories that the universe is expanding into or not expanding, it's interacting with other universes. I don't know if you'd call it expanding into. I don't think that's accurate. Why isn't there a universe that calls me at this very moment, says, hey, Mike, there's infinite universes? Because that's my answer. There probably is a universe, it's just not this one. The moon orbits the planet orbits the sun orbits the black hole. I think the black hole is also orbiting something. Yeah, all facts, Candy Wallace. Good job. She means the quasar at the center of our galaxy. Sagittarius A. Peak. Okay. How should we wrap up this here video?
Liar and a thief.